of fish, reptiles, birds, and mammals. They are ambush predators that can wait for hours, days, and even weeks for the suitable moment to attack. They are agile predators and wait for the opportunity for a prey item to come well within attack range. Even swift prey are not immune to attack. Like other crocodiles, Nile crocodiles have an extremely powerful bite that is unique among all animals, and sharp, conical teeth that sink into flesh, allowing for a grip that is almost impossible to loosen. They can apply high levels of force for extended periods of time, a great advantage for holding down large prey underwater to drown. Nile crocodiles are relatively social crocodiles. They share basking spots and large food sources, such as schools of fish and big carcasses. Their strict hierarchy is determined by size. Large, old males are at the top of this hierarchy and have primary access to food and the best basking spots. Crocodiles tend to respect this order. When it is infringed, the results are often violent and sometimes fatal. Like most other reptiles, Nile crocodiles lay eggs. These are guarded by the females. The hatchlings are also protected for a period of time, but hunt by themselves and are not fed by the parents. The Nile crocodile is one of the most dangerous species of crocodile and is responsible for hundreds of human deaths every year. It is a rather common species of crocodile and is not endangered despite some regional declines or extinctions. Characteristics and physiology. Adult Nile crocodiles have a dark bronze coloration above, with faded blackish spots and stripes variably appearing across the back and a dingy off-yellow on the belly, although mud can often obscure the crocodile's actual color. The flanks, which are yellowish-green in color, have dark patches arranged in oblique stripes in highly variable patterns. Some variation occurs relative to environment. Specimens from swift-flowing waters tend to be lighter in color than those dwelling in murkier lakes or swamps, which provides camouflage that suits their environment, an example of clinal variation. Nile crocodiles have green eyes. The coloration also helps to camouflage it. Juveniles are gray, multicolored, or brown, with dark cross bands on the tail and body. The underbelly of young crocodiles is yellowish-green. As it matures, Nile crocodiles become darker and the crossbands fade, especially those on the upper body. A similar tendency in coloration change during maturation has been noted in most crocodile species. Most morphological attributes of Nile crocodiles are typical of crocodilians as a whole. Like all crocodilians, for example, the Nile crocodile is a quadruped with 4 short, splayed legs, a long, powerful tail, a scaly hide with rows of ossified scutes running down its back and tail, and powerful, elongated jaws. Their skin has a number of poorly understood integumentary sense organs that may react to changes in water pressure, presumably allowing them to track prey movements in the water. The Nile crocodile has fewer osteoderms on the belly, which are much more conspicuous on some of the more modestly sized crocodilians. The species, however, also has small, oval osteoderms on the sides of the body, as well as the throat. The Nile crocodile shares with all crocodilians a nictitating membrane to protect the eyes and lacrimal glands to cleanse its eyes with tears. The nostrils, eyes, and ears are situated on the top of the head, so the rest of the body can remain concealed underwater. They have a 4-chambered heart, although modified for their ectothermic nature due to an elongated cardiac septum, physiologically similar to the heart of a bird, which is especially efficient at oxygenating their blood. As in all crocodilians, Nile crocodiles have exceptionally high levels of lactic acid in their blood, which allows them to sit motionless in water for up to 2 hours. Levels of lactic acid as high as they are in a crocodile would kill most vertebrates. However, exertion by crocodilians can lead to death due to increasing lactic acid to lethal levels, which in turn leads to failure of the animal's internal organs. This is rarely recorded in wild crocodiles, normally having been observed in cases where humans have mishandled crocodiles and put them through overly extended periods of physical struggling and stress. Skull and head morphology. The mouths of Nile crocodiles are filled with 64 to 68 sharply pointed, cone-shaped teeth. For most of a crocodile's life, broken teeth can be replaced. On each side of the mouth, 5 teeth are in the front of the upper jaw, 13 or 14 are in the rest of the upper jaw, and 14 or 15 are on either side of the lower jaw. The enlarged fourth lower tooth fits into the notch on the upper jaw and is visible when the jaws are closed, as is the case with all true crocodiles. Hatchlings quickly lose a hardened piece of skin on the top of their mouths called the egg tooth, which they use to break through their eggshells at hatching. Among crocodilians, the Nile crocodile possesses a relatively long snout, which is about 1.6 to 2.0 times as long as broad at the level of the front corners of the eyes. As is the saltwater crocodile, the Nile crocodile is considered a species with medium-width snout relative to other extant crocodilian species. In a search for the largest crocodilian skulls in museums, the largest verifiable Nile crocodile skulls found were several housed in Arba Minch, Ethiopia, sourced from nearby Lake Chamo, which apparently included several specimens with a skull length more than 65 centimeters, with the largest one being 68.6 centimeters in length with a mandibular length of 87 centimeters. Nile crocodiles with skulls this size are likely to measure in the range of 5.4 to 5.6 meters, which is also the length of the animals according to the museum where they were found. However, larger skulls may exist, as this study largely focused on crocodilians from Asia. The detached head of an exceptionally large Nile crocodile measuring 5.87 meters in length was found to have weighed 166 kilograms, including the large tendons used to shut the jaw. Size. The Nile crocodile is the largest crocodilian in Africa, and is generally considered the second largest crocodilian after the saltwater crocodile. Typical size has been reported to be as much as 4.5 to 5.5 meters, but this is excessive for actual average size per most studies and represents the upper limit of sizes attained by the largest animals in a majority of populations. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, the typical mature size is between 3.4 and 3.7 meters, while Alexander and Murray state it is 2.8 to 3.5 meters and Garrick and Lang claim from 3.0 to 4.5 meters. According to Cott, the average length and weight of Nile crocodiles from Uganda and Zambia in breeding maturity was 3.16 meters and 137.5 kilograms per gram. The average length and weight of a large sample of adult crocodiles from Lake Turkana, Kenya was 3.66 meters and body mass of 201.6 kilograms. Similarly, adult crocodiles from Kruger National Park reportedly average 3.65 meters in length. In comparison, the saltwater crocodile and gharial reportedly both average around 4 meters, so are about 30 centimeters longer on average, and the false gharial may average about 3.75 meters, so may be slightly longer, as well. However, compared to the narrow-snouted, streamlined gharial and false gharial, the Nile crocodile is rather more robust and ranks second to the saltwater crocodile in total average body mass among living crocodilians and third among all living reptiles. The massive leatherback turtle has a mean body mass slightly less than that of an average mature male saltwater crocodiles. The largest accurately measured male, shot near Mwanza, Tanzania, measured 6.45 meters and weighed about 1,043 to 1,089 kilograms. Size and sexual dimorphism. Like all crocodiles, they are sexually dimorphic, with the males up to 30% larger than the females, though the difference is considerably less compared to some species, like the saltwater crocodile. Male Nile crocodiles are about 30 to 50 centimeters longer on average at sexual maturity and grow more so than females after becoming sexually mature, especially expanding in bulk after exceeding 4 meters in length. Adult male Nile crocodiles usually range in length from 3.3 to 5.0 meters long. At these lengths, an average-sized male may weigh from 150 to 700 kilograms. In Limpopo, South Africa, males reportedly average 527 kg. Very old, mature ones can grow to 5.5 meters or more in length. Mature female Nile crocodiles typically measure 2.2 to 3.8 meters, at which lengths the